Happy New Year, guys. It's 2021. It's been a bit of a muted start to the year here in the UK. I don't know about you guys, but we're officially on national lockdown as of today, which has just meant the whole start's been a bit more slow. I feel like normally, I wake up on the 2nd of January because the 1st is always a write-off. I'm like, right, let's go, new year, new goals, there's new things to achieve. And it's just not been that way. I've kind of just eased my way into the start of this one. I've realised as well that I haven't actually explained that I'm in a new house. Sam and I moved the day after I got back from the end of MotoGP season. We did a bit of a, well, now thinking about it, it was absolute madness, but we moved house. We've kept our old house and we're renting that one out. So that meant we had to kind of prep that house and make sure it was all okay for our tenants to move in. And then when we moved into this one, it just hadn't been really, there wasn't a lot that had been done to it in recent years, and we just decided that we needed to get 2 rooms feeling a little bit more cozy, so we were flat out with that. So with everything that happened last year with COVID, the wedding, a weird MotoGP season because it all had to be crammed in towards the end, I ended up neglecting the fitness edit. So that's one thing I've promised myself this year, is to dedicate a bit more time to this and my personal training. But obviously, as we're in lockdown again, personal training is going to be a bit more difficult. So I think I have started to have a little bit of a think about how I can do this and how I can be more effective. And I think I'm going to try and take all of my training and personal training online. I'm also just about to finish studying a bar instructor course with Bally Be Fit, so I'm going to do another video on that and tell you all about my experience with that. But the reason why I wanted to do a little video today, obviously, is to start off the year, but also show you something that I'm working on today. So, as I just mentioned, I've decided that the best thing I can do when it comes to training and coaching is to take it all online. That way I can reach more people, I can be more consistent in terms of if we're going to continue this weird tier system in the UK or lockdown until the world eventually gets a hold of this pandemic. I just think this is probably the best option for the time being. Anyway, as I was saying, so I'm going to show you a little something. So in this room over here, this room, is essentially going to turn into my little home studio, home gym. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to plan the whole thing out, and it's so pink, isn't it? It's not going to remain pink. But yeah, today I'm going to plan the whole thing out, get everything ordered so it all arrives, and then I can completely just go at it. But I'll just show you roughly what I'm thinking right now. Could obviously change. So as you can see right now, it's just a bit of a dumping room, but it's actually not a bad size. The one thing I'm trying to get used to in this house is the fact that the ceilings are so much lower than our old house. But I have done a little bit of a test. I've been working out here a couple of times already since we've moved in, and you can do things like squat jumps and burpees. So what I'm thinking over here, I'm going to use this as my bar and mirror wall. So I'm going to mirror the whole thing, add a bar across, and then on the back wall over here, I'm going to try and get a massive decal done of the fitness edit. Oh my god, it just looks like a massive pink splodge. Look at that carpet here. Obviously replace the floor with something a little bit sturdier. I think I'm going to use UK Flooring Direct because I was so impressed with our floor in the lounge, which I'll show you in a second. This here, you can see my bouquets drying out up there. Definitely dried by now. I'm going to add a folding desk, and I think this is where I'm going to set up all the cameras and computer screens so I can do Zoom classes. And then I thought obviously the light will be coming in from here, quite a nice view, and also here. I'm going to fit spotlights because that's just not practical. And then I've got to do a bit of planning of how and where I put equipment, but obviously there's still quite a lot of space. Today is the day. I sound so echoey in here. I didn't have much in here before, but even those few things made clearly a bit of difference, but I'm starting the painting. Actually, before I start the painting, I've got to do some sanding, and there looks to be a bit of wallpaper on that back wall. But it's very exciting! So I'm just gonna go and get my husband and ask him to help me pick up the carpet. And here we go. There we go, carpet has gone. Time to start on that back wall and get rid of the wallpaper, the painted wallpaper, just to make the job extra lovely. The wallpaper stripping is done. Luckily, it really was only one wall from what I can see. I've got a few edges to do. And I could do with Sam to come home off his ride, so I can start taking off the skirting boards and just kind of sanding that back wall that had wallpaper on. Some of the patches were, yeah, there's just a few patches that need sanding, but I'm also meant to be taking it like a little bit easy and taking massive breaks because of the compression I had in my neck. So I'll just give you the update on the room. We've got a tiny, weeny bit of sanding to finish off. I had to just call it a day last night because my neck was giving me a bit of jip. So I'm just trying to learn my lesson, to take things nice and easy. And then today I'm gonna start on the painting and hopefully rope my husband in to do the neck breaking stuff like the ceiling. He doesn't know yet. Welcome back to the white room. Much less pink, and thankfully I've woken up this morning and the walls are a lot more matte because last night I was kind of pulling my hair out because there looked as though there were still like big patches of paint showing through and patches where you could see like the imperfections of the wall. But I think what I've realised is this room, because it's quite small, I wasn't really giving the paint enough time to dry and it was staying quite damp. So I got to a stage where like there was bits where I was pulling essentially paint off the wall. So that was the only thing, because in the time lapse I think you'll be like, well, you've not really exactly finished painting, but I woke up this morning, you can see, look, everything is pretty well covered. I've just got a few spots that I need to finish off. So I'm going to do that this morning, and then, fingers crossed, I think my husband's coming in to join me this afternoon to try and put the floor down, which is really exciting because I think that makes a huge difference, because at the moment it's just the floorboards. But yeah, worth it. My shoulder and neck were very tired yesterday. There's been some progress. So I think the last time I checked in, the floor was going down. So the floor is down and finished. Sam's just finishing off one last little bit. The skirting board is also up. Had to actually get like a slightly different skirting board to the floor because essentially the people that made the floor didn't do skirting boards, so I got the skirting board from Quickstep. And the other thing to change in the room is that, let me just turn the camera around. I have gone from having oh, you can't really see because it's not in focus. There we go. So I've gone from having a central light fitting, which you can see we've filled over, and Sam's just finished off sanding because I was getting like major neck ache. And I've actually put 4 spotlights in just to allow for like nice new dimmer. Mess in the hallway. Oops. Oh yeah, so there we go. just because I think it will be a lot better for things like jumping. And then this is the other thing. So, it's a bit of a story. This is the wall I was telling you about where I've obviously got a full-length mirror and the ballet bar is also going there. But when I was doing a lot of research, basically, the general consensus was that if I went for a mirror, it was going to be a lot heavier on the wall, and actually you had to get all these additional things to make it safe. So I went with acrylic mirror, and it's been like, it arrived in really good time. They were able to cut it to my specific measurements. They also included the little screw holes, but as I think you can probably tell, there is some warping. Now, Sam thinks it's probably something to do with the fact that it's quite heavy, or it's quite large. So you can see down there, and you've got it on the other side, which isn't ideal because it basically then distorts the image. That you can see it in like the sides and stuff, which is not ideal if I eventually do get clients in here. And especially when you come back, like I don't have particularly great eyes anyway, but if I come back all the way here, I think you can really see it. So we've ordered some No More Nails, which is meant to be arriving from Amazon today. I'm going to try and glue it up. At the moment it's just being held on with screws and then some strips of not so sticky tape, to be honest with you. The No More Nails have arrived, so hopefully the mirror will stay up this time. It's unfortunately warped a little bit, which is just taking off my scarf so I didn't get it in my cashmere. Whee! Right, up she goes.
Just gotta stick it on the wall now, haven't we?
Why are you always in your boxes in my videos?
Well, you always just call me in at any moment, so I like, even if I am in boxes, I just have to come and help. I'm forced to come and do stuff for you.
Especially because, like, why do you always have one leg that's so hooked up?
Right, what are you doing then?
Applying even pressure to the parts that were bowing and bending. Kind of.
That's the way you're going to do it. How long are you staying there for?
Half an hour, so I'm going to watch my YouTube.
Half an hour? Cool, I'm going in the bath. See you later. Getting a bit worried, guys. It's not flattening back out. Well, it is flattening back out, but I think essentially what's happened is it's got to, see, look, if you get close up, it actually looks fine. But then as soon as you step back out, you can see where it has warped. Oh, I don't know. We're gonna come back every few minutes and check it. But that would be a huge bummer, especially because now we've used No More Nails. So it's essentially so stuck to the wall. Just quickly as well, these are the face plates that I've used in other rooms of the house. I get them from myswitchshop.com. I think they're called Vari-Light or something like that. You can get them at John Lewis as well. But I think they're a touch cheaper on myswitch.com. And I just think they look fabulous. Oh, we've had some more bad news. So the wall decal arrived earlier this week and was meant to be going up on the wall today. But when I unboxed it, the sides that had been close to the ends of the tube have, as you can see, all been damaged. There's actually a bit of a rip there. So that is going to be put on pause on ice for a little while. I told you guys about the troubles we have with the mirror. Well, after a few days of being flat against the wall, that's also having to be replaced because it's, whilst it's definitely improved, it's not improved enough. I'm just trying to, yeah, can you see? My thigh is rapidly changed size. So yeah, I've got to wait for a new one of those to be sent from the manufacturer. I have to say, a little bit upset that they didn't point out that 4 screw holes was not going to be sufficient for a mirror of that size, and we should have gone straight in with the no more nails or more screw holes. Yeah, so bit of an annoying one really. I feel like I'm kind of just like waiting on things to come together now. Yes, I've got a squid on my hat. That's another story, but it's a very, very big day for the Fitness Edit home studio because the decal has arrived and it isn't ripped, and Kit is on her way over to actually come and help me put this up. I thought it would be better to get a professional in. But I'm very excited because this really does feel as though it's going to be like ready to go after this point. So, are you ready for the big reveal? Firstly, this is Kit.
Hi.
Kit also designed the logo. Oh my god, I almost gave him a little glimpse in the reflection of the window. So Kit actually designed the logo as well, and here it is.
Woohoo!
It looks amazing, thank you so much.
Anytime, babe.
Oh my god, I can't believe how good it looks.
It does look sick.
Just get rid of the dodgy door handle. It looks amazing. Oh, I'm so happy, thank you so much.
It looks good.
And ultimate skills for actually putting it up.
It was a tricky one, but we got there.
It looks amazing. Oh, I love it.
Good, I'm pleased.
Funny story, I ordered a desk that would fold up out of the way in case I needed extra room in here. And it's all coming parts. So many parts. What am I gonna do with all of this? Like, for real? For real? Sorry, I've suddenly just become a fitness gangster. Sam's basically digging all week in the garden, so there's no chance in hell he's gonna be helping me. So it looks like it's just me and a massive bag of nuts, bolts, and all sorts of things. Let's see what a joke it is and how long this takes me. I left you guys hanging there with the old folding desk build. It did get finished. Did require a little bit of help from Sam. He walked in and I was basically balancing the folding desk on me. And at that point he decided it was best he took over. But the even better news is that the home studio itself has near enough been completed. There are a few things missing that haven't arrived due to Brexit, good old Brexit. Some things that perhaps need re-looking at, but I thought it was about time to show you how it's looking because I am using it now. If you follow me on Instagram at the Fitness Edit UK, you'll know that I've been doing regular Tuesday IGTV lives. So people are starting to see the studio now, and I just wanted to get it out there and show you the finished product. I've been waiting also for a better day. We've had like rain here in the UK non-stop, and there's something about the morning light in the studio. It just looks so peaceful, so beautiful, but I can't wait any longer. It's basically been raining here for a week. So here we go, I'm going to show you. I have really fallen in love with this space. It's such a shame we haven't got the light that I normally get in here in the morning or when the sun's out, because it makes it feel so tranquil, so peaceful. I often find Sam sneaking in here to do his stretches. So I mentioned a couple of things that hadn't arrived. The first thing being the bar. That is somewhere in Germany. So hopefully in the next few weeks that will find its way home. The second thing is that I'm still waiting for a replacement mirror. The second one arrived and it had broken, so third time lucky. In terms of the actual equipment, I've gone really basic. I've decided to just live with the space, work with the space for now, and then decide what feels needed in here. I was considering getting a dumbbell rack, but I don't know, just for now, I just want to see how much space I need. I've already started doing Instagram lives like I mentioned before, and at the moment I'm just kind of getting used to filming angles and things like that. So actually at the moment, most of the equipment, after I'm done with it, goes in that little wardrobe over here, and it seems to work quite well. And then this is the fold away desk. It's actually not looking too bad at the moment, but yeah, so basically I just fold it away properly. That tucks up in here, and there we go, it's all away. And I've got my mats tucked under the corner at the moment. I was thinking about putting them on the wall, but at the moment they're not really in the way there, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. Got a really cute little picture of Etsy. Anyone remember what film that's from? Leave it in the comments below if you do remember. And then sound wise, I'm just using a Sony speaker at the moment because it seems to just fit the purpose. It seems to kind of just do its job. So no need to really invest in anything too high tech. But other than that, I'm just so chuffed with it. It's such a nice space to come and work in. The Fitness Edit has a home. So I hope you've enjoyed the little tour of the Fitness Edit's new home. Lots of stuff coming up for you this year. Instagram Live, we've got one Tuesday left in February. So if you're around, 8 o'clock UK time, join us for an upper body blast. And then lots of Zoom classes. Again, they'll be on a Tuesday. I'll give you more information on that, but I shall also be posting more content on here. So lots to look forward to. Whilst you're here, hit the subscribe button and you won't miss any of the upcoming videos from the Fitness Edit. And thanks so much for watching.